Nothing stops our movement. Thank you very much.
Hello, honorable members. Good afternoon to all of us. You people are enjoying it. Is this your chamber? This is the chamber, right?
Yeah.
You guys are doing an amazing work.
Yeah.
I think you deserve a bigger hair here for yourself.
Yeah.
All right, thank you very much. I don't know if you know if I should go for the speech I came here with, or I should just engage you extempore.
Engage, engage, engage.
And let me acknowledge the presence of your honorable member. In fact, when I came and I saw him, I was like, hey, he's been able to make it here.
Yeah.
But I want to break your rules a little. So we clap for him.
Yeah.
So, because until you enter parliament, you will never understand the nature of the work of a member of parliament. Very tedious.
Very, very true.
The expectations very high. Meeting the expectation of your constituents and all manner of persons. That is not a joke. And so for him to even sit here for in the past 2 hours or so, then I think he deserves a rousing round of applause. Yeah, he's done very well. He's done very well. And then we also acknowledge your speaker, the founder. Can you hear me? You should hear me. Okay. Your speakers, your founders, and each one of you, you are actually making a great impact. And I think that no matter where you start from, as he said, if your dreams are not big enough to scare you, then of course they are not dreams. And so I believe that little drops of water eventually will make that mighty ocean. As you have started like this, gradually you are building your confidence up. You are, helping yourselves on how to dialogue, how to engage, and a whole lot of leadership skills. And I must commend you for this work. Oh, I brought the light. Of course, I should bring the light. So let me quickly touch on a few things I came to discuss with you. Then we can call it a day because I have to run back. Okay, because I have early morning engagement tomorrow too. Because your speaker will not let me sleep. Even this afternoon, I still have an engagement, but he was able to pull me out, and that for me is the to-do spirit.
Yeah.
If you're a leader, you're going and you turn behind and nobody is following you, then it means that you are not a leader enough. It means that there's something he's doing that has attracted all of you to join this movement. I got here to know that it was not just only parliament, but it's also a movement as well. And just as you have started, a day will come when you look back and say that we were pioneers of this movement, and this is how far God has brought us.
Yeah.
Let me again bring you greetings from the Right Honorable Speaker, the leadership of the House, honorable members, including your host MP, the Clerk to Parliament, and the entire parliamentary service. And I am personally delighted to be here because there's been times I have tried to make it, but obstacles always prevent me. But today, I thank God that I'm here to witness what you are doing. At least I know that there's a fund. You have launched the fund and you have a vision of even coming up with a whole chamber and all that. You aren't joking.
Yeah.
This is the dream, and I know it shall come to pass. Again, if we meet like this, I'm always reminded by the critical role the youth play in our democratic system. And I was going through the 2021 census, housing census, and I realized that the population of the youth around that time, when the housing census was conducted in 2021, was around 11.8 million. 11.8 million youth population in Ghana.
Wow.
And you all fall under this youth population. And so, if for some reason or the other, you have found reasons to make yourself relevant, then it means that you have been able to fulfill some righteousness as far as your contribution to national development is concerned. Because as I stand here, I see young leaders who have vision and who want to aspire and take the country further than it came to it. You know why I say this? Because I'm also convinced by the fact that the Ghana of tomorrow cannot be built by the Ghanaians of yesterday, but of today.
Mm-hmm.
Did you hear me?
Yeah.
The Ghana of tomorrow cannot be built by the Ghanaians of yesterday, but today, which is you.
Yeah.
And so, in your own small ways, you are making your voices heard. Your constituencies, are they constituencies that you have personally chosen for yourself, or they are constituencies where you have some presence in? What is it?
Uh,
How does it work?
Thank you very much, Director. We appoint the members to constituencies, and not only that, you must hail from there. Sometimes we would have 3 people coming from the same constituency, but we don't want to deny them the opportunity. So others are given opportunity to represent vacant ones. So that's how we have selected them.
So does that mean that you have to raise issues in those constituencies, or it's just the names that you have taken? Because I was hearing about some roads, I was hearing about collapse of
Yes,
is it a pontoon or something?
yes, a good number of them hail from their constituency, so they are able to bring those matters to the chamber.
All right, okay, that is good. And so gradually, you are taking interest in what happens in your individual constituencies and individual societies. Because to build a nation, it is not at the national level. There will be probably a broader framework, but it starts from the family level, to the community level, regional level, before eventually it gets to the national level. And so, if we are able to identify the very issues in our society, exactly where you are, and begin to proffer solutions to it, it means that you are making impact where you are towards the national development. I hope you understand me.
Yes.
And so, that is why I think that you guys are doing so well in this area. Again, the Parliament of Ghana, in its corporate strategic plan it launched this year, it considered one of our key priorities to be deepening public understanding of parliamentary activities, the work of Parliament. And of course, we talk about the work of Parliament, we cannot talk about it to where we need to take it without mentioning the youth.
Mm-hmm.
Because you are the future. You are the leaders already. The future is now. It's not some years to come. It is even now. And so we prioritize youth engagement very seriously. And this is also aligned with our international bodies and organizations like the Commonwealth Parliamentary Association and also the Interparliamentary Union, who have also carved for itself some priority areas for youth. And so engagement with the youth is key. That is why the department in recent times have looked at reviewing its broader engagement framework with the youth that we engage. For the parliament, we have the student parliament, which we can have them across the various universities, and so we engage them on daily basis. And gradually, we are coming up with a charter that will define our engagement with the youth. Because sometimes you are looking for some kind of support, it becomes very difficult because clearly and for policy reasons, your relationship with us have not been clearly defined. And so we didn't just set somewhere to say that, okay, so we want to develop this charter. It is a charter that we have considered a number of youth engagements to ensure that in an era of open governance, you don't sit somewhere and come up with any document and say that, so this is a document and so this is no. We believe in co-creation, we believe in inputs from the very stakeholders whom these charter will definitely are going to be, their assignments with them are going to be operationalized. And so that is also another thing that the Parliament of Ghana is doing in that regard. Then, again, with what you were initially, what I heard from you, the issues about the PTI. The PTI is the Parliamentary Training Institute. It organizes periodic courses to help people understand how Parliament works. You will never know until you enter Parliament to know that you are an illiterate, actually, to be in Parliament, because there's a whole lot of work you need to learn. No matter how good you think you are, when you get in the parliamentary procedures, the processes, the privileges, the standing orders, you must take your time to learn. And so sometimes if people do not really get it because it becomes a whole institution in itself that has, and as of course, Parliament is a house of rules and procedures. And so the PTI offers periodic training for those who are minded and who also want to upgrade themselves in this area, for them to also have a better understanding of how Parliament works. And so I don't know what your institute is all about. In fact, we cannot exhaust all the areas. And so if you also want to broaden your mind in some of these capacity building, I think that the PTI should be an area that you should also be thinking about. Maybe in some time past, you should be thinking about some scholarships or some capacity training that will eventually give some of you the opportunity to probably also learn from our institutions. I think when you mentioned that, it's something that is coming to mind that we can explore as a way of also supporting you so that you can have a better training and mentorship and even understand of how Parliament works from the Parliamentary Training Institute. All right. Then, again, I also saw that you have already begun outreaches where you are decentralizing what you are doing. I saw that of the Ola Girls School, where eventually you are having youth clubs and all that. These are all commendable, and your speaker would always bombard me with your reports. He's the first to get it to be the moment it is done. And that is what I call consistency. And so normally don't always be at the receiving end. Okay? Try and give your best. He was doing it because of his level of commitment and the passion for what he is doing. In fact, I had no reason to turn this invitation down when I had to. We are in a program. It was yesterday and today, but I told them that I need to be here because of the level of passion and consistency demonstrated by your leader. And I believe that we would all carry this along. It is very important. And so I commend all of you for this work that you are doing. Your name, Youth Impact Parliament, is not just the name. The impact is actually reflecting in what you are doing. So the Youth Impact Parliament is actually reflecting what you are doing. The youth groups. If we get quite a number of you who are into this, preparing yourself for governance positions in future, then I believe that majority of the work will be done.
Yeah.
You wouldn't have a lot of you people trying to navigate and have your way around, to get to where you need to be. Already, you have the structures there. You have the opportunity to learn from the best. We are there. If we can, we give the necessary support. And so we'll continue to support you in any way that we can. And I believe that with what you are doing, you deserve a rousing applause. And just as you have started, there will be a lot of, how should I even put it, difficulties on your way. But that should not deter you because you know where you are going. If you know where you are going, eventually, no matter how long the journey is, it is never far for you. And so I'll continue to encourage you to learn from the best and give up your best. It's going to be muddy on the road, it's going to be difficult on the road, but eventually, tough people last. But tough situations never last. It is the tough people who last and not the tough situations, right? So I want to believe that you guys are doing so much good work, even having the influence alone to even see your member of parliament.
Yeah.
All the time, we never saw them.
Give back photos.
You get it? You never saw them. So you are some inches closer to power. And if you will the loyalty and support of the people you are leading, before you realize you are a member of parliament also. And this is how it starts. So don't put up this light. Don't continue or don't stop dreaming. Continue dreaming, and I believe that we will be there. On this note, let me thank you very much for involving me in this session. I have learned a lot. At least I have seen what you are doing. And so if there's a need for us to chip in one word or two, we should be able to do it. And so I brought in something. Let me present it to the speaker. So the rules are relaxed purposely because of our engagement. So let me present it to you. So we are I want to say that we have a lot of information in there. And this was my customized diary. So I give it to you. Okay. Yes. Oh. So on this note, is there any question for me? Since you said we should rather engage, because from here I have to go kindly. You have a question for me? Yes. Go ahead.
Honorable Wonder, we are recording, so they'll bring the mic to you and you reiterate your question again. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Mr. Presiding Officers, the House, and Madam Director, for the opportunity for engaging us. During your presentation, you made mention of the Parliamentary Training Institute, that's the PTI, and you emphasized on some courses that are taught as far as parliamentary proceedings and other due processes and decorums are concerned. I want to know which mode or medium by which you can apply and then join the PTI for you to learn how Parliament works. Thank you.
Yes. So for the PTI, I think if you go through the papers, normally they advertise all the courses, the duration of the course, and when interested applicants can apply. And so when you go through the advertisement columns, normally we publish them through the dailies. And also the PTI, are we on LinkedIn? Are we using and leveraging on social media? Are we doing that? So when you go to LinkedIn, you also see the PTI. They are there. Look for them, and there are courses that they normally advertise for interested persons to apply and enroll in. Okay. So once you are interested in parliamentary democracy, please, will be your duty to be searching for the information wherever they are, so that you prep yourself for the right opportunity. And again, I'll give you this advice that I've heard the speaker give on a number of occasions. That is, focus on one specific area. There are so many areas now of global attention. Issues of climate change, issues of gender, issues of poverty, even the SDGs. Which of them are you inclined to pick up something and be known for that? So let's say that we are talking about, let's say, affirmative action. When we say affirmative action, we know that Harriet is a champion in that area. Gradually, you are creating a niche for yourself in that area. You cannot be an expert if you are jack of all trades. It's good to know a little bit of everything, but try as much as possible to be known for something. Right? If it's unemployment, if it's issues about let me say mining, something. There are so many problems that we are bedeviled with. So look for one area that you think that you are interested in. Develop yourself in that area, because we're looking for experts. You are the one who will come for in that area for you to support us. Even in our engagement programs like this, we are going somewhere, and I believe that I need maybe a youth voice in this area. If I call Jones and I say, Jones, I need somebody. Remember when we were going to have the breakfast forum like this, we wanted a youth in the area who was going to speak on issues of parliamentary decentralization, how we can take parliament closer to the people. And once you link up to the right person, oh, okay, so this guy is good for this particular area. We get that person and you are off. You know, don't be all over the place. Stop swimming and concentrate on one area, okay? Something that you are known for. So from today, you can help each other. Okay, so you are personally known for this area. So what are every information you want? They are on the internet, but to get the right information is the issue. Try and make sure that you are connected to the right sources as far as the information is concerned, and develop yourself in that area. If there are opportunities for us to recommend any of you for whether international programs, whether youth, how do we call it, debate and what have you, definitely will come for you, because we know that when we put you there, you will not embarrass the nation. I know that our first group of students will be traveling to Australia in July. You know, those who emerged as winners in our Commonwealth parliamentary debates. And they are going to compete with other youth all over the world. And that is the Commonwealth Parliamentary Association. And we know that they will come back with the flag of Ghana flying high. So this is what I want you to begin to look at. Concentrate on one area. If you are into medics, whatever you are, just pick on one aspect and make sure that you are developing yourself well and endowed in that area. Okay? All right. Okay. Is that all? Hey. Okay. Okay, so I take it from this side, so I can have one from that side. Oh, it's okay. So you can choose. I'm in your house.
Thank you, Speaker in the House. I'm Vincent Brycello. And for all, for instance, the only commercial city in Volta already. Mr. Speaker, the only commercial city in Volta.
The only
Commercial city in Volta already.
commercial city
Yes, please.
is where home?
Hawkway.
Oh, okay.
Yes. Thank you very much. So you made mention about the PTI. I think YIP, this is the third time we used the Parliament of Ghana. Out of the three, the PTI received us and taught us some of the things that the Parliament go through as well. So we want to appeal to you that the next time we can preach to be next year. We want to be your ardent student. We want us to be your ardent student at the PTI. So anytime you come, you receive us, we learn a lot of things. Most of the youth MPs over here are innovators, including myself as well. We spoke about the SDG.
Yeah.
We are doing about the zero anger. In our part of the world, we are dealing with innovation. Most of us over here are innovators. So anytime we come, maybe you could give us the spotlight, we showcase what you want. Because where Ghana stands now, we need people who can do the critical thinking as well. So we add that big back to the value addition of most of our minerals as well. So that's what I want to play with you. So that anytime you come, those of us who want to we could register our details, then give us the spotlight as well. Thank you very much.
All right. I think the PTI, I think we organized it. The department organized your. It was not the one that you, Honorable Kojo upon Kuma. Yes. So we organized, and normally when you apply to visit us, I ask you your interest areas so that I can get committee members who will speak specifically on subject matter areas. We get them to assist you and also to broaden your mind in those areas. So we are here to support. We want to see all of you moving higher and higher than we ever became. And to extent where we'll be proud to say that, of course, I knew that this guy or this lady would make it, and of course, they've made it. And so we are there to support, channel all your concerns and training needs through Jones. And we can even organize virtual training programs for you. Yes. We can get the clerks to offer the training you need for yourselves. Even if there's, I hope you know that there's a new standing orders. And again, don't just limit yourselves within your parliament. There are lots of issues in the Volta region. And so if you think that this issue is something that warrants national attention, find a way to get that message across. That you, the youth, because you are the voice of the youth. And it's only when you have made impact where you are, that is when people will come to you the next time and say that, oh, okay, when I reached out to ABCD, of course, I got results. Some of the things, it doesn't even get to where they need to get to. So once you are building some structures to link up to areas of decision making and policy direction and what have you, you also need to take issues up and say that youth impact parliament, this is what we have observed. And please don't tell us the problem without preferring any solution. Because the moment you see a problem, do you know what comes right after? What comes right after is that you have a solution. That is what it is. So if everybody is passing and nobody is complaining about this death here, it means that the rest of them are blind to what is happening here. But the moment you can see, it means that God has given you a solution to that problem. And so you are the only one who has that solution to that problem. And so begin to let your voice be heard on issues of national importance. And don't mimic Parliament as just mimicking us. What are you saying? What is happening? Is there any issue in Volta region that calls for national attention? Can you issue a press release and tag the relevant institutions? You get it? So gradually make yourself known. Advocacy starts from a point. Start from a point. Get people to understand what the problem is and find a solution and say that, okay, so based on A, B, C, and D, these are the solutions we have sought, and this is how we believe it can help. If you hear that there's something happening, a whole lot of issues probably emanating from Parliament, what is your view? What are you saying? What is the youth saying? So gradually, somebody will hear about you. And you become a formidable and a vibrant voice for you to be reckoned with. So once I know that, oh, if I come to Youth Impact Parliament, eventually I will get a listening ear. Somebody will hear about my problem. The tendency that people will eventually invite you to their programs because they know that you come with a solution. Do you get what I mean? Yes. So let's begin to look out for the problems. Go out for the problems. They didn't start with you, neither are they going to die with you. And the problems will be there. It is for you to identify the problems and make your voices known about the problems to those who need to take decision on the problems. By so doing, you are being relevant in the space and you're also being responsive to the people who are looking up to you. Okay. And so this is why I commend my lady from Ola Girls. I think
Blessing you
she's
very
doing
well.
so well
Yes.
to come all the way here to part. And I said, hey, this lady, she's not joking either.
No.
And so let's encourage each other because I know that gradually we'll be there. On this note, let me thank you very much for the opportunity. And let me say that a thumbs up to all of you. And the sky is not even the limit. Thank you.
Please let's give our director another loud here. Director, we are honestly short of words because yes,